Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to move sideways. I mean, I said yesterday that it would surprise me if we don't see a bit of volatility during the or around the weekly candle close. Now, there wasn't a lot of volatility, so yeah, a bit surprised about that. But then again, the next catalyst that we could get is here today, the opening of the US stock market. Always a lot of movement and a lot of volatility around that time, but there isn't much to report on. However, you know, the longer this sideways movement takes, and you can see, I mean, I have to move the trend lines here a bit from that triangle really, because it does evolve and extend a little bit, but overall, I mean, I could even just without using the wicks, I can get away with that. The point is, we are still getting squeezed, and can you see how much this price is now getting squeezed into this apex? It's literally for a day or so, it's been dancing around the 18.9k area. So there is a big move coming. There is a big move coming. Now, of course, I can't tell you if it goes down or up. My focus would be on the downside. This is pure speculation and really shouldn't have any impact on your trading decisions, because in the end we don't know to which direction such a triangle is going to break out. My view is, normally triangle pattern would follow the trend, so trend continuation to the downside, but this is normally only the case like 2/3 of the time, so you still get those like 33% probability to break to the upside. Someone said earlier this could be a diamond pattern, which should rather break to the upside. In the end, you don't know. We've got our Elliott Wave count that would also suggest at the moment to break to the downside. My count would be here of this move, that we are still in the wave 1 down, the wave 2 is done. We're now in the wave 3, obviously, the wave 4 up and the wave 5 down. And in the wave 3, we have 3 waves, A, B, C, in an ending diagonal. So each of these waves has 3 waves. At least that is my current interpretation. I have said many times before, there are many ways of how this particular movement can be counted. If you compare that with Ethereum, Ethereum has a much more reliable chart at the moment. With Bitcoin, the first question is, is the low already in or not? This is much clearer on the Ethereum chart. At least the likelihood is higher, for example, that the low is already in. Of course, condition is that certain levels are holding, which I always mention in the Ethereum video, but Bitcoin is just much more messy. It's less clear, and there are various ways of how this can be counted, and therefore it's important to understand the key sort of invalidation points, and trigger points. At the moment, we are here clearly in a decision point. You can count this as a triangle, a wave B. So in the wave 3, we could say this was a wave A, this is a wave B, and the wave C down. If we want to count the subwaves of the triangle, and again, triangles are very, very challenging to trade, and they are very challenging to manage, basically. So you could say this was a wave A possibly, then we had the B here, then here probably the C, this could have been the D, and then the E to the upside. As long as we stay below the wave C, this is valid. In that we would need to stay below, I mean, the wave C could also have been here, this is a bit unclear, but as long as we stay, I would say, below 19,450, that count would be valid, and then we would break down imminently in a wave C to the downside, target still around the 17 to 17.5k level. If we go up from here, then we probably have some kind of a more complex corrective wave pattern, even more complex than this. This is already a mess. It's an absolute mess. So if we break out to the upside from here, again, there are various resistance levels here. We've got 19,540, 19,900, 20,200. But of all of these, the 20,200 level is the most meaningful. And because if we break above that, we could say that this larger wave 2 was probably never finished, and we get a more extensive wave 2 correction to the upside. That would still not be bullish. It would still in the end point to the downside. I would only believe that the Bitcoin low is already in if we break impulsively above the $22,100 level. That has remained my view now for many days, a couple of weeks really, since we have come down here. part of the reason for that is because we've really not moved at all here, yeah. But there is a big move coming. I can basically promise you that. Well, I can't promise you in which direction it will go. Yeah, we look at still 17 to 17.5K to the downside as a target. To the upside, you know, the first meaningful target, as I said, 20.2K, and then 20.7K would actually be the target if you want to, because you can count this bullish as well. But the longer this takes to the side, this sideways tracking, the less reliable a bullish count becomes. So yeah, still all we can do at the moment is just waiting here a little bit until we have more clarity and the price makes a big move. And there is usually a big move coming after such, dancing here really on that line. Yeah, we're not really moving at all. So that usually, if there is a catalyst, some kind of a trigger, that will become an explosive or impulsive move very shortly, I think, right? So looking forward to that. Hope you like the update about Bitcoin. Can't really say more at the moment. Again, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.